Yours truly, Adrian H. Born, being reborn, Adrian Hannah Dragon, yours truly, androgynous pansexual founder of the dancing goddess. Indeed, Dragon Empire, where one empire under the sun and the stars are on earth. This marching jog dance for the mission, vision, and philosophy thereof of world peace, international justice, global freedom while securing the three elements of civilization: food, housing, and transport for all, via public-private partnership, just as envisioned in my scenario, which in a nearly paradoxical providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis and predates it by about 93 days. If you don't know what I'm referring to, the general war integrated total body training system, aka the 300 workout, which yours truly created back in October 2019. Designed, made, and created to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, which in a nearly paradoxical providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis, and since it resembles it in my scenario, had a solution. The solution was mobilizing 1% of citizenry of NATO North Atlantic Treaty Organization member countries, Canada, US, Germany, and calling Israel to be the 31st member of NATO ASAP, perhaps by midnight tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST Friday. That's what I began advocating for, the mobilization 1% of citizenry of NATO, integrating with all existing public and private security forces, armed forces, in order to secure the three elements of civilization: food, housing, and transport, by debt refusion, creating a global central bank and a universal unit of exchange, biometrics, the hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometrics. Yours truly, since heard the news about Evergrande today, and in the past 3 days since Monday, the stock market crash. Not a crash, but a downturn, although a lot of people are warning of a stock market crash due to the Evergrande real estate developer in China. And as yours truly, in my scenario, what triggers a World War III is, of course, a stock market crash, which triggers a global financial collapse, which of course was blamed by many countries around the world in my scenario. And although my scenario was based on real life events, such as the US-China trade war that began by the Trump administration in 2018, the arrest of Meng Wanzhou, aka Cathy Meng, the chief financial officer of Huawei, the biggest telecommunications smartphone equipment makers in the world, for that matter, and the subsequent arrest of Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig by Canadian authorities, the RCMP, in order to honor an extradition treaty with the United States of America, made yours truly create and design the World War III scenario, designed to go hand in hand. The workout, that is, the General War Integrated Core Body Training System, was designed, made, and created to go hand in hand with that aforementioned World War III scenario. My scenario, after the devastation, the destruction, it was a reconstruction afterwards by mobilizing 1% of citizenry, adult population of NATO, creating a new transnational social security force for defensive and operational, internal and external capabilities, the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, since I've been calling from to the creation thereof since July 24, 2020, in the midst of COVID, due to COVID-19 health and financial crisis, resembling my scenario. Now, in my scenario, stock market crash triggers a global financial collapse and subsequently World War III. And my scenario, of course, resembles COVID. The first session of my performing the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the 300 workout, was 17th of October 2019. It was created, designed to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, which I've just aforementioned. In my scenario was this destruction, but also the solution. Since July 24, 2020, that's what I began advocating for, the creation thereof of the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force by all public and private security forces, to create this new institution, complementary covenant to the Dancing Goddess Army, to dance, organize mass dancing events for the mass cleaning of the oceans, riverways, lakes, forests thereof. So on the news of Evergrande, yours truly has spent $13 to buy the best, more affordable on the market, in case to stack up on food in case of an emergency. My rent is paid for September, so I've gotten myself 36 packs of noodles. Each pack of noodle has 85 grams, is 390 calories, 10 grams of protein. So in theory, stretching it out, one could last me per day. So in worst case scenario, so I bought 36. You got 6. Six. 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 6. And 6. 6 times 6, 36. And I've also gotten some rice. This is 1 kilogram of rice, 1 kilogram white rice, 175, the best on the market. If I could have afforded, not necessarily the best price, but the price was the lowest, and if I could have afforded buying the big bag, I would have come probably cheaper. I'll be able to do the calculation. Nonetheless, this bag of rice, 175. The noodle bags were 25 cents. And this third item, noodle bags, rice and jam, the most affordable on the market, $2. Product of yours truly, Egypt, where I was many past lives incarnation, an ancient Egyptian and ancient Israelite. In ancient Egypt, many lives, many incarnations, many nations, many empires, yours truly, each dragon born, being reborn, Adrian Hanna dragon has traversed. My king, the sun, since ancient Egypt, the pyramids were built to today, has not been dethroned, will not be dethroned. Two gentlemen wearing nice colors, they're red. So we are on the march. We're going to be marching to headquarters, and we're going to be marching and exercising. We're heading west now. This is part of my old neighborhood here. Used to come shop quite often here. This building, I wonder how many residents there are, how many dragon troops will help us to secure food, housing and transport. These are new residential buildings. This I would paint a little bit of light green, some light yellow, some red or something that has remained gray. Like to see my building some gray. The buildings that are gray, that is, would love to see them some color, some purple or some. So the bag is about 25 to almost 38, maximum 38 pounds, I would say, with everything that I have in it. Since I have some items, it's a good place to do a little bit of a stretch. I'm just gonna test this rock here. Oh yeah. Put some music, and we're gonna rock and roll all the way back to sunset until sunset and beyond, getting back to headquarters from here. Let's put some rock rap. So yours truly on the march. I've just went to spend $13 that I had to get noodle bags, the most affordable on the market noodle bags I could find. 25 cents, 390 calories each, so in theory I could survive with one a day, right? Very stretched out. I would be hungry. I'd have to limit my working out, training, and exercising for sure, but I could use it as fuel to go try to find other food sources. So those 36, and I chose that number 36 because in this Canadian election, yours truly a Canadian born, of course, LGBTQ, universal, many lifetimes, many incarnations, but I'm less Canadian and American twice in the past life. So I'm speaking as to my brothers and sisters in the USA. 718 miles south of Hawk Island, that way south. 156 years ago, 156 years ago, served in the U.S. Army. That way, 718 miles, 156 years ago, served in the U.S. Army. But why I chose 36, well, I was limited in budget, $13.30. Spent $13. That's 13.3, $13.30. Let's do some more hawks. We continue working out on the march. Marching, working out, that is. Beautiful blue sky. Thought it was gonna rain. My king dispersed the clouds a bit. I keep on marching. So the reason, I admit, it was financial, but in theory could have bought 42 because I had enough, and I calculated, came out to $12.75, so could have bought 3 more. So basically could have bought about 40, something like that, more or less. So I chose the number 36 because we just finished an election this Monday here in Canada, North America, mostly unwanted election, which yours truly, for the first time, I was boycotting. See if I found some food. I'm not sure who's on the road. Could be a big pile of shit. It's food. It's gonna turn into shit. Manure for some. What did I find on the road? Found a chocolate. It looks like it has some chocolate. Could be shit. I guess I won't know until I taste it. And yours truly, Dragon Zero, has eaten shit before. Don't take it literally, everything that I say. Some is metaphorical, contains jewels of wisdom, understanding via the suffering, the struggle, the pain that yours truly has experienced in this life and some in others. By the smell of it, it is chocolate. Like I said, I won't know until I taste it, and I'm not gonna taste it until later tonight. Like the columns here. Love to see dancing priestesses right here. Dance for Mother Nature. A dancing goddess. Yes, I said goddess. I say it. A 7-letter word. Goddess. Still offends just like that other 7-letter word. Freedom. Freedom. That is on my arm. Both the goddess and the word freedom tattooed on my left arm. The word freedom got it in New York. When, of course, on a special occasion. What a beauties you have there. Beautiful. They look twins, eh? Adorable. Love them. Bye. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. They look twin-like. They look like they were born. Not sure what the... But I like how they feel and stuff. Oh yes, that's what I love. See, that's what I love. Seeing people hugging. That's what I love. Seeing people, if I start loving, start hugging, push-ups, squats, hawks, to my allies and armies. Yours truly androgynous, sexual. Free hugs, free kisses, free rubs. Oh, let me see if I can retrieve some fallen down apples here. Like I said, this, I'm gonna be able to know what it is. It's chocolate or shit. Tonight with my cup of coffee, going to check on that Evergrande situation. What I will do now, put it here in the bag with the other goods. And I'm gonna do some push-ups. Gonna check if I can get some apples. 13 push-ups. Lost the count. Gonna make some good dessert with those for the Sabbath tomorrow night. Back got heavy. Heavier. Heavier, not heavy. Heavy for some, less for others. Always stay away from generalizations as much as we can, sure. In certain circumstances we can generalize. In others, we cannot. In this case, can't. So marching back to the number 36. Numerology aside, the Canadian election was 36 days, mostly unwanted. The election, which didn't change much or close to nothing at all in terms of the outcome. The Liberals still had a minority government. The only big change was the so-called PPC, People's Party of Canada. Of course, yours truly is not left-wing communist, is not right-wing fascist. Yours truly, Adrian Hanna, Dragon-born Adrian H. Dragon, who died during COVID, got 2 vaccines, 2 shots, is a universal revolutionary centrist. So I believe is the way forward for North American civilization, Western civilization, for that matter, humanity as a whole, by public-private partnerships, just how envisioned in my scenario. My scenario being providential, paradoxical, parallel to the COVID-19 health and financial crises. Yours truly chose 36 bags to buy bags of noodles. Yes, could have bought more, could have bought 40 about, but the $13.3, that is $13.30 that had, could have in fact bought like 42. However, chose to buy 36, mostly symbolically.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Due to the opposition to the Canadian election. "36 days, 611 million. 611 million. 156,116. The latest numbers. So yours truly would. So it lasted 36 days, no change of the outcome. Only for the PPC, some would say. And so the cost is estimated to have been around $611 million. That's million, not thousands of dollars. $611 million, 156,116. So 611, 156, 116. So chose that number 36 bags of noodles for three main reasons, of course. Now the first reason which I went to buy it is for emergency situations due to the possibility of financial contagion from China in regards to the Evergrande, the real estate group, which in 2018 was named the biggest real estate developer in the world, with more than 300 billion this time. Remind that the billion is 1,000 million, and so the 300 billion in debts. Yesterday was announced that made an arrangement to pay some domestic bonds, meaning some internal bonds due internally in China in yuans, as a dual yuan, which is the currency of China, and dollar system. I mean, not perhaps system, but nonetheless monetary pays in yuans internally domestic and certainly US dollars, right, for investments outside. So today some of the money was due. Gonna learn when I get back home what happened next. Yours truly during COVID, living the worst financial crises. The only investment which I've made and am making now is investing in the body. The body is a temple for pleasure and for purpose. So working out, training, exercising has been, is, and will be medicine of choice for yours truly, as I believe it is for many. With the beautiful trees, these mighty, majestic, grand trees, about the hairs, the goddess. I said it again. Goddess's body, these hairs, who gets kissed by the goddess of infinite space, infinite stars, goddess of heaven above. That kiss is received by yours truly, priestess HNH, the goddess, and turned into a trillion kisses for my allies and armies. That's the eye of the dragon, the sun. Credit yours truly with trillions of marching steps, trillions of push-ups, trillions of squats, trillions of hawks, trillions of squats, push-ups, hawks, and marching steps which I'm willing to share with my allies and armies. Yours truly, Eden H, dragonborn, reborn Adrian dragon. With every step, every push-up, every hawk, every squat, I got this beautiful, majestic tree. This is but a hair on the goddess's body. It says tango, thunder, lightning and shine, storms. So I was reading the news this morning early on a cup of coffee, breakfast, lunch, and that China is warning. And by China, of course, when we say China, when we say Canada, when we say Germany, United States of America, Israel, of course, we refer to certain individuals and people, groups, interests, governments, authorities, XYZ, citizens. They're abstract civilizations and countries and nation states, right? Nonetheless, in the news, it was official Chinese news, and they news that a warning today of a possible storm. They're referring to a financial storm. I said, well, yours truly has been in a financial storm ever since my work hours were cut 3 times. When I had investment, was investing regularly, bi-weekly, was planning to go to university. Yes, contrary to popular opinion, yours truly, Adrian H. Dragonborn, has finished high school. Gotta do a big cleaning tomorrow, purifying and reordering. And gotta check for the diploma. I do have it, and spent many years struggling, suffering financial precariousness, lonely, depressed, suicidal. Spent many years in the libraries of the city of Montreal. Sauk Island, Montreal. Years in the libraries of the city of Montreal. And in the libraries, the thousands of books became my friends, wrote thousands of poems, wrote the beginning of the Phoenix People's Party, wrote was struggling with chronic illness. It's like the pestilences of the world came upon me. And the books became yours truly friends. I've read thousands of them, wrote theory, or my theory of debt refusion, DEBT, debt refusion, which I'm calling to put into practice by basically what it means taking all public and private debt, refusing it, whatever that number is, creating the global central bank to issue a universal unit of exchange by biometrics, the hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometrics identifiers, in order to, of course, finance the dancing goddess, officially titled International Integrated Dance League, and the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force. AKA the Dragon Army. Just like envisioned in my scenario, from mobilizing 1% of the citizenry adult population of NATO member countries in order to make sure that food, housing, and transport are secured for all. Once we have those 3 secured, food, housing, and transport, we can encourage people to volunteer, work out, exercise, increase in hygienic practices. Of course, hygienic practices in public, and of course, encourage people to work out, train, exercise, volunteer, do community work, and socially reward them thereof. Yours truly, Adrian H. Dragonborn, being reborn, Adriana Dragon. For every push-up, every squat, every hawk, every marching step, bust a dance move that yours truly does. I'm back to the origins, the dancing goddess and the dragon empire, which are one empire under the stars, under the moon, on earth, for world peace, international justice, global freedom. Securing global freedom is the Dragon Army's mission, general mission. Securing, ensuring by the 3 elements: food, housing, and transport, making it easy for people to move with a bi-weekly, monthly permits if they don't get along, etc., etc., etc. And of course, securing food, housing, and transport via public-private partnership, the aforementioned creation of the global central bank, like I've said, by biometrics, debt refusion theory put into practice, I've envisioned it in my scenario. I'm giving it, of course, a more general view, as individual ramifications and XYZs to that, but the general mission, vision, and philosophy is, of course, what I've just mentioned. Securing food, housing, and transport for all via public-private partnership, encouraging people to work out, train, volunteer, do art, whatever do. Reward is socially thereof. I want to see when I march, people working out, training, exercising, loving, doing lots of dances, doing lots of dancing, especially loving. Love is action, not just blah 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 for my allies and armies. Trillions of kisses, hugs, rubs, push-ups, squats, hawks, dancing steps. You got the lotion, I'll massage. You want to get washed, I'll wash. Some cooking, wine, I'll serve. Got the music, we'll dance. Yours truly, Adrian Hana Dragon. Back to the 36 election days, which ended Monday, September 20th. In the parallel when the news about Evergrande was in the news that it might default on debt. And now it seems that the internal domestic bond debt was paid in yuans. And today was supposed to settle the part of the debt with people outside the market, outside of the domestic, that is, market, meaning in dollars, whoever it is, from institutional investors or citizens. So Monday the news was bad. Yesterday there was some good news, which kind of came due to some news from the administration. And then again today, even worse than Monday, many in China said prepare for a storm, financial storm. Well, like I said, yours truly was lived in a storm since well, I love a sunny day, don't mind a storm with the lightning as we're supposed to have tonight maybe. And nonetheless, remember when I was working more than 40 hours a week, overtime, was planning to go to university. My hours got cut 3 times, went from making overtime to 35, from 35 to 30, from 30 to 25. And during the great financial crisis, the so-called Great Recession, I still was bitter that they dared to give themselves some bonuses in the financials and the banking, right? Some bonuses. And many millions across Canada, US were cut their work hours, reduced by 30, 40, 50, some millions laid off. Those are the toxic financial instruments on the market. And so, I'm not saying I'm perfect, very self-righteous. I've done a lot of wrong. I heard people in speech and with my rap that I stay away from it. Warning, warning, contains severe fucking dirty ass fucking language. Indeed. So I'm not perfect, far from it, although I pretend to be without vices or issues. Nor do I pretend to be. See, that's the problem sometimes when you say the truth. It can be harsh. Sword of freedom is a double-edged sword, too heavy for me to lift by my solo. As heavy on one side is responsibility, on the other side it's liberty. 2 edges are sharp. With my tiny hands, tiny feet, tiny clit dick, it's way too heavy for me to lift by myself. Perhaps with a friend with my sister's help, perhaps be able to lift it. There's an example. Was a Liberal Party campaigner. Don't know if he got re-elected, got a check for the first time since am able to vote, have abstained on ethical moral grounds, or a pandemic fourth wave of an election such as this is not necessary. And of course, had abstained from it. So for the first time, I did not vote. For the first time, did not vote. Well, for the first time, did not vote. Abstained. For the first time, boycotted them. Not a boycotts type. But this one I did. So I'm running a parallel campaign since morally, ethically, it was against the election, and none of the leaders I've heard them say, "I love you. I love you. I love." LOVE. I am a fool looking for love. FO. I want to be loved. I want to love. Love me hard, soft. My allies and armies. How do you want to be loved? Kisses, massages, washes. Get vaccine. Got this 2 jabs in my left arm. Had COVID before mass testing was available. Was seriously sick, ill, and disease. It was like pestilence, death, and disease. Death, pestilence, and disease. Death, pestilence, and disease. And a little bit of workout here. Back to the 36th day. Let me see. This is about 13 pounds. Maybe 15, 20 maybe. This is about same. Improvise. This is maybe 37 pounds, maybe 37, 42, maybe 50. Three more, let's go. It's a lock. And it's gonna stay there. And I see if I come next time, if it's gonna be moved or not. And these three. See, but we got more here. Oh, there's another log. So we're gonna work out with logs here. Oh yeah, baby, look. Look at this. Put it to good use. Invest in your body. This is about 30 pounds. Or less. Yeah, about 30. Better spot on a log. Check inspection security, no broken glass. Unless you want to do push-ups, squats. Secure the perimeter. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. Who streets? Woo! Dragon Army streets. Who streets? Dragon motherfucking armies, motherfucker. Pledge your legions, legions. This is about 45 to 60. Oh yeah. perfect double. This one too will bring there. Put it next to the other gun. Right here. Now we got two dragon weapons imagined. Let's work out some more. Third one lighter. This is about easy pump with this one. This one's a bit heavier. Continue marching. Oh. However, I'm gonna make a little bit more of another pit stop here. It's about 38, 25 to 38. That's about 15, 20. It's concrete. Have another gym, Dragon Empire gym right here. Now we have several gyms in Hawk Island, Montreal. Beautiful black spider with the red and white dots. This is about 20, 25 also. Concrete. This one is a bit heavier than the others. Thanks for the encouragement. Love you a lot. This is approximately about 65 to 75 pounds. Concrete, probably built in 1996. From the estimations of it, it could still be put to some good use, as I am putting it now. No money to invest. This is what I'm doing. I'm investing in my body as a temple for purpose and for pleasure. And I don't owe nobody nothing, zero. Have a nice day, Dragon Army. Drop down, give Dragon 10 push-ups. With love and for the sake of world peace. Oh yeah. See here, this one got some encouragement from citizens, passes by, a couple seemingly don't know. I'm assuming we assume much, ask way too many questions. I mean, too few questions in order to discern. I'm not perfect, far from it. I've heard people in speech and deeds and action, perhaps injust or offended. I get offended, I get triggered, I get angered, I get upset, I get pissed, I get lustful. Took me 13.3 years to come out as yours truly being bisexual. Only 7 years ago, been in the open. They lie. Look at all the NFL. Although I'm a supporter for Cisco 49ers, I'm asking them to donate for the Dancing Goddess Army. One only is open. Gay player. Right? What do you do with Mr. Sam? A gay homosexual. That's at least 10%. I can bet on that, or bisexual in the NFL. I understand they pay for money, finance, I understand. I've been there, low down body, make you feel like you just want to jack somebody. I know. They eat better than me. Imagine the low you go when you say, man, fit in the cold prison, I get better food than this. Think about that. Dragon Zero, don't owe nobody zero. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. Let's go. See, this one has a there like this. It's about 60, 70, 77 maybe plus oh yeah, oh yeah. Another gym right there. Another gym. exercise, stretch. Don't forget to drink water. Drinking lots of water, hydration is important if you exercise, train, and work out. This is a matter of fact. I'm gonna be putting into practice. Dragon Army hydrate. All LL orders given by yours truly, Dragon 02D. Dragon Army must be obeyed. No order will be given but to secure food, housing, and transport for the joy, healing, working out, body pleasure. For the physical, mental, spiritual, sexual of my allies and armies, Adrian Hanna, Dragon, yours truly, androgynous, pansexual. You can point your finger, say abomination, yes. Holy, sacred, and divine, motherfucking androgynous, motherfucking abomination, rainbow dragon, motherfucker. The liars. And in the rap industry, it's 20% of you. 20% bisexual, homosexual. Right? You get into the police academy, you didn't put that in your... before you got recruited in the army. I know I struggled with it, wrestled, suffered, struggled, pain, chronic illness, depression. $710 bottle fully drank. Drink it all. Put this backpack on the back. I'll work out some more. This one here. Oh, this one's heavy too. It's a rock. It's about 42. See? Oh yeah. All right, so we got another gym. Good. We're gonna head back. We got another hour and a half. 93 minutes of this recording. Stops at 3 hours. I guess 83 hour 800 Dragon Zero, or you can get enough of me. Gonna see me dancing 3 hours. Gonna say, what did I just see? The longest dance ever. Sure, water break, beer. Not that big on beer, but a glass of wine, some rum, whiskey, some juice, some milk, some liquid, hydrate. Back on the march. That was a good little gym. We're in the concrete jungle. Although balanced by the trees and nature, of which the dancing goddess army is the balance. That is to attain harmony between civilization and nature by organizing mass dance events, mass cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, mountains, valleys thereof, and the mass financing of hydro, wind, electric, and solar power. Oh, beautiful! It's turning red. First is equinox. I'm gonna do an equinox feast. It's Thursday. Like red and green, the official colors of the dancing goddess and the dragon empire. Red, orange, slights of red. This one look redder beautifully. This one look real red. The other one shades of red. Beautiful. Turning orange, green. The green's turning orange, red. It is the first day of autumn, fall today. So the leaves are turning. So complementary cooperative covenant institution to the dragon army will be the dancing goddess army, which will organize mass dancing events for the mass cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes thereof. Complementary cooperative institution, covenant cooperative complementary institution. Like two sides to a coin. So back to the symbolic. You're buying 36 instead of 37, 38, 40 or 42 max, which could have with the money that I had, $13.30 at 25 cents each. The most affordable on the market. Cheapest, most affordable noodle bags on the market were the ones that I just purchased. So I calculated to the other stores. Another store was 29 per pack. Another store was 27. And this one, the cheapest, was 25. 25. Cents. So I got the best, unless I would have been able to buy, of course, in bulk for a few $100, then I would have gotten cheapened it directly from the manufacturer or what have you. But on the market, retail, not wholesale. Wholesale price probably could have been able to get 13 cents, even below 15, 15, 13, depending, even 10, right? 10 cents. So I had $13.30. Could have bought more, but bought 36. Also symbolic due to my first time my opposition boycotting the elections. Mostly unwanted election, lowest turnover in terms of election. Not even 2/3, not even 60% went out to vote. It didn't change much. The only change was a little bit of the People's Party of Canada, PPC, which is considered right wing. Some say far right. I'm not easy to throw far right or far left, because those are, of course, far right is more fascist, militaristic, junta dictatorships, while communist is more far left. Far left is more communism, anarchism, some parts of anarchism. Some anarchist thought is, of course, more left, not necessarily far left. Yours truly is a universal revolutionary centrist. Died during COVID, being reborn as Adriana Dragon with every step, every push-up, every hawk, every squat, every dancing move. Every fresh of breath air which emanate from these trees, the hairs of the goddess. And this one, like those. Here's on the goddess. Going west, go on, going west, 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 then I'm gonna go south. I'm gonna go roundabout circle on Saint Jacques. So you'll bear with me. When we go on a march, it's gonna be sunset. So we'll be marching, imagining, of course, securing food, housing, and transport. The Dragon Army securing food, housing, and transport, encouraging people to work out, train, exercise, love, love, love. If you need a massage, you need some service, especially service, a integrated social security force, the 21st century, also for service. Of course, all willingly living to be members of the Dragon Army, which yours truly, Dragon Zero, is. General Captain, founder thereof, must be able to do the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the 300 workout, of which I've performed 213 sessions indoors in my room, office, and temple. And a few outdoors already, such as this one. So the rules of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, which I performed my first session October 17, 2019. The rules are this. So you got 93 minutes. That is 93 minutes. That is 1 hour and 3 minutes. 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks. That trinity of exercises: squats, push-up, hocks. You need to do 100 for each. 100 squats, 100 push-ups, 100 hocks. 93 minutes to do. Maximum 13 repetitions per set. Minimum 3. Or anywhere in between. I've been doing 10. 10 times 10 is an easy count. Gets you 10 times 10. 10 reps of 10 sets gives you the 100 number needed. You can do anywhere between 13 max and 3 minimum. 10 like me. 7, 8, 9 play around is now regimented, so you can do how you feel. Want to experiment doing sometimes different, sometimes 10, sometimes 3, sometimes 13, sometimes 5, until you get to 100. You have the liberty. There's principles. Is not, I'm not a fucking dictator. Fuck. You got, you would do that. 93 minutes, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and 100 hocks. 13 repetitions maximum per set. 3 minimum or anywhere in between. 7, 10, 9, whatever the number between 13 and 3, till you get to 100. However, once you stop the start the 93-minute countdown, there's no pause, there's no stop. You gotta march, jog. I recommend about 5 minutes to 10 minutes before you go into the workout, warming up, exercising or stretching and marching, jogging. But once you start 93 minutes, you gotta start marching, jogging, walking fast pace. And in between, there's no pause. Between sets, where they do 13 max, 3 minimum, or anywhere in between, you gotta march, jog, walk fast pace, a minimum of 31 seconds. In theory, you can do 3 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes. You got 93 minutes. So those are the 4 quintessential, essential fundamental rules. You got 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks, because you have to have a perimeter, right? You have to go to the perimeter checks. You have to be able to jog, to march, to walk, right? You gotta do 13 max or 3 minimum, and in between there's no pause. Do 31 seconds. So 31 seconds, marching, jogging, walking fast pace. In between, marching, jogging, walking fast pace in between, 31 seconds minimum. So again, those are the rules of the general war integrated total body training system, designed created to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario. The de facto examination of all willing to living to become a member of the Dragon Army, officially titled International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force. Yours truly, Dragon Zero. Adrian H. Dragonborn died during COVID. Dragon Zero. In reborn, General Founding Captain of the Dragon Army. World peace, international justice, global freedom, securing global freedom, ensuring global freedom. So anybody willing and loving to do, that's the de facto examination. You must be able to do that. You got 93 minutes. That's an hour and a half and 3 minutes. So you got 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks. That trinity, hocks, push-ups, squats, 100 for each, anywhere in between. Anywhere in between 13 max and 3 minimum, 10, 5, 6, 7, whatever the number, until you get to 100. Those are the rules, simple, effective, and efficient, required of all willingly loving to become a member of the Dragon Army. Who streets? Dragon Army streets. 13 push-ups or squats, hocks maximum each time until you get to 100. 93 minutes to conduct the exercise. 13 max, 3 minimum, anywhere in between. You can do 7, 6, like I said, whatever the number. Until you get to 100. 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks. So play with it and do it, try it different ways. A minimum 31 seconds is required, marching, jogging, walking fast pace, or running in between. So once you start 93 minutes, the countdown, there's no pause. You want to see 213 sessions performed within that rules? Check my Facebook, Adrian H. Dragon, or the Dragon Empire, Dragon Army Facebook group page. DM and my official volunteer representative will direct, instruct, construct, bless in my name, Dragon Zero, Retsiela Yellwork, my official volunteer representative, pronouncing the name properly. Retsiela Yellwork, official volunteer representative, Retsiela Yellwork. That stated, don't forget to tell the leaders of the free world Dragon Zero's message. My message is simple, clear, straightforward, and direct. There's no room for interpretation, miscommunication, no misunderstanding. This is my message to the leaders of the free world. Drop down and give Dragon Zero 13 push-ups with love and for the sake of world peace. Now that I'm speaking to the leaders of the free world, one re-elected hero I have nothing against him personally, although many in Hawk Island, Montreal said I like to admit that yours truly, as the motto of the Dragon Army, is nobody is born a dragon, not even yours truly, with the surname, of course, the surname Dragon. Nobody is born a dragon. I'm not a dragon because I got a surname Dragon. Blood, sweat, and tears, and thousands of push-ups, thousands of squats, thousands of hocks, millions of marching steps in steel-toe boots, running shoes, or barefoot in my room office and temple to turn that A into an O. the motto is fundamentally the essential philosophy. And of course, Dragon's got to be able to do the general war integrated total body training system within the rules and admit to the things whether that they've been through, that they're ashamed, that the Dragon Army, between the Dragon Army, who will have his mission, general mission, to ensure freedom for all citizens, allies, subjects of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Empire, here from Hawk Island, Montreal, across Canada, USA, North America, the civilization, all willingly loving to join us. Secure freedom, ensure freedom. People to dress as they will, of course with the standards of public. If anybody willing to stay distant from others for XYZ reasons, the person wants to stay 2 meters away, 2 meters distant, 2 meters apart from others, may have the right to do so. Encouraging hygiene. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do some hygiene now since I've touched there. This is disinfectant, open. Not a lot, see? A little bit, and rub between the fingers. There you go. Disinfected my own hands. Disinfectant. Sanitary. Hand gel. Bacteria killing. Supposedly up to 99%. I guess it depends on the bacteria, right? Or the microbes, or the microfoam. The microbes. If got a beautiful blue sky. If a spacecraft carries some microbes from outer space, maybe that bacteria will not kill those microbes carried from another planet due to the climate and the conditions existing some 718 light years away, let's say. And on COVID, my trinity on COVID has been, is, and will be this. First and foremost, do not know what has caused COVID. Second, believe it was transmitted from snakes to human beings. And third, since don't know for sure, in my belief that snakes transmitted to human beings is not validated or confirmed 100%, thus I cannot rule out another possibility. That's my trinity. First and foremost, do not know for sure. Second, I believe it was snakes to human beings that transmitted it, the coronavirus. Third, I cannot rule out another possibility, such as a man-made virus, an accident in a laboratory, an accident gone wrong, a bioweapon, etc., etc., etc. A fourth dimension to that trinity of not knowing for sure, believing it was snakes, and thus having a doubt, not knowing for sure, cannot rule out another possibility. A fourth dimension is what do know without a doubt, 100%, is that before COVID, 93 days before, October 17, 2019 to be exact, precise, yours truly performed the first session of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the 300 workout, which was designed, created, made to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, which in an eerie paradoxical providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis. An eerie paradox, parallel, and providence to it is that what causes World War III in my scenario is a stock market crash triggering a global financial collapse. And of course, myself, before mass testing was available, I had COVID. It was very sickle and disease. It was like pestilence and disease, death, pestilence and disease, death, pestilence and disease. I survived. I died in many ways, being reborn Adrian on a dragon, in Dragon Zero. However, in my scenario, it was not only the destruction or the devastation, but there was also the solution, reconstruction, if you will. And of course, how many spiders there are there? So the solution was, in my scenario, to the devastation of World War III and the stock market crash, global financial collapse, subsequently the World War III event, mobilizing 1% of citizenry of NATO, adult population, creating a new transnational force from NATO member countries, and then with different allies, Israel, the Americas, and Africa, and throughout the world after, for world peace, creating this new institution, mobilizing citizenry, and rebuilding. And since July 24th, I got vaccinated twice, Pfizer, BioNTech. And so, since July 24, 2020, that's what I've been calling for, advocating for, the creation of the international integrated social security force, aka the Dragon Army. And in order to secure food, housing, and transport for all. Those three elements are the essentials elements of civilization, of course. Food, housing, and transport. A public-private partnership, such as my theory put into practice of debt refusion, DBT, REFUSION, and my philosophical, social, financial, political theories, generally called democratic fusion, as occurs in the sun, meaning the uniting of atoms, as opposed to the fission, which is the splitting of the atoms. I'm gonna go by the train tracks. Just gonna be careful when you cross train track roads. Ensure turn left, turn right, turn left your head, because you never know. A rodent could chew the cable and you might not blink, it might not make noise. As excellent as some of the technology that we have, the science that we have, we gotta also be meditating, and that this mysterious, and some things will be left to mystery, such as my scenario, which 93 days before COVID began in October 2019 and resembles COVID, such as that mystery of the origins of COVID or other mysteries. But the science, the technology, and the capabilities are also Mother Nature, if you will, nature, right? I say in the Dancing Goddess Army, the goddess that dances with her brother the sun, to make and create and produce all ALL fruits, vegetables, and legumes by that dance. And that dance created, made, and produced legumes that our brothers and sisters and ancestors in ancient Egypt harvested, which I was there in the past life, harvesting and serving the priestesses of the goddess. Yes, I said priestesses and goddess. Harvesting the fruits of that dance, the grapes, the wheat, the dates. I was a farmer also. Many past lives. In order to build the pyramids, those fruits helped. Wheat, the grapes, the wine, the beer, especially the beer, secret to the building of the pyramids. And Jacob becoming Israel, and the mystery of Genesis chapter 50. Read that, let me think what you say as a part of the Western civilization dialogue, Judeo-Christian, Telemite civilization, Genesis chapter 50. Now, more questions than answers, and say, huh, that's a mystery, how come? Read it. The mysteries aside, Mother Nature is that we know, and the sun that we know, the universe from what we know, the potential of these technologies, right? And of course, the balance with the harmony with nature is something much needed moving forward. Not just blah blah blah. A lot has been done, blah blah blah, in 1984. Look with the election. 36 days, Monday, Justin Trudeau gets re-elected. $611,156,116 spent. Some put the number higher, but that's the latest figures that I've since this morning. So more than $600 million spent on a mostly unwanted election. Imagine that. Take this. Take this building, my neighborhood. This building, $500,000. Perhaps to rebuild and finance social housing. So symbolically, I've boycotted the election because of that principle, unwanted, and this fourth wave pandemic, and the cases are increasing again today. Latest figures in Quebec. I am double vaccinated. Now, on the passport question, COVID passport, it is an ethical, moral, and democratic value question. Since fundamentally we are asking to negate, restrict access to certain public and private services, goods, or venues to non-vaccinated for XYZ reasons individuals, right? That's the fundamental ethical question. I would have had, as leader, I would have done a general vote on the matter. I would have called a referendum at local Montreal, Hawk Island, or Quebec, Canada, right? That's what I would have done. I'm gonna cross. That's what I would have done. I would have called a referendum in order to have a vote, a popular vote on the matter, because it's an ethical, moral question and democratic rights question, right? I encourage people to get vaccinated. I got myself vaccinated. I had COVID. I had to take it seriously because I was already on a fitness journey by that point. I lost more than 65 pounds and was pretty fit. But thought I was gonna die. End of January 2020 until about February 20. February 20. So end of January 2020, when before mass testing was available, until about February 20th, 2020. So I started feeling sick around 30th of January 2020 until about February 20, 2020 was like death, pestilence, and disease. And so I had COVID, survived, I'm being reborn. Encourage all to get vaccinated, tested. In a parallel life, science, innovation, and technology would have been a chosen path, although diverged into the spiritual, artistic, philosophical, physical, poetic, psychological. On the march on Saint Jacques Street, Hawk Island, Montreal. Marching, do a little bit of exercise. 7:28 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, Hawk Island, Montreal, sunset. As the sun is setting now in Hawk Island, Montreal, the sun is rising over China, Korea, South Japan, Australia. And so again, I think that the COVID pass that could work out here. Like those stars. No. cannot work out. I thought I saw something I can do some workout with. It was just a Zim ZIM. It's an Israeli transportation company. Was a big container. On a budget, although smells like good coffee roast, and I have to abstain on financial grounds. Well, although I could get a coffee since I do have a coupon, I will not. Will make myself one at home. So again, back on COVID. Actually, we're gonna do a little bit of a rewind. We're gonna go to the elections, which yours truly boycotted, did not support. 36 days, 600 and it cost Canadian taxpayers 611,156,116 according to the latest figures. So more than $600 million. A lot of people are wasted. A low turnout, not even 2/3. Cross there, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Made it on time. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna press the little button. I like smoking cigarettes. I haven't smoked in years. I'm a recreational, once in a while cannabis user. If I go on these big streets, I'm joking, I'm saying that although scientifically there's some truth to it, I'm smoking cigarettes due to the CO2 emissions from the cars, of course. Some less than others, but nonetheless, perhaps better to put the mask on here. I'll be smoking cigarettes. So 36 days. Election cost 611,156,116. Yours truly today bought 25 cents. Bags of noodle bags. 2 different flavors they had left. Notice that they were not stacked, so other people have been buying them. 36 of them. With a bag of rice and and the most affordable jam on the market. 500 grams, more than a pound strawberry jam from Egypt. I lived many past lifetimes in many empires, many nations. And ancient Egypt was one of them, ancient Rome, ancient India, China. It's my spiritual belief in incarnation. As a universal spiritual teaching student, universal spiritual teaching student, because I'm learning things every day. So much to mystery. This beautiful home planet, whose trees are the hair of the goddess that dances with her birth, the sun to make, create, and produce all fruits, vegetables, and legumes, as is the motto of the dancing goddess army. A deep spiritual, social philosophy there. So I boycotted the election. I think it was a waste of money, unwanted, unwelcome. And I ran a parallel campaign, since none of them said I love you. I said to my allies in the army, I love you, I love you, I love you. Kisses, massages, rubs. I could use some love. Reminds me of somebody calls me a few weeks ago and I said, you know who you called? I said, no, there's random numbers, I'm doing a survey. So, well, you called the World Bank of Love. I said, oh, you're an institution. I said, you called the World Bank of Love? I said, are you looking for love? And he said, no. I said, well, if you're not looking for love, L-O-V-E, then there's nothing really nothing more to discuss or converse. Sure, in parallel to love, we gotta have food security. Food's gotta be secured. Housing's gotta be secured. Right? Transport so people can go work, volunteer, exercise, train, do community work. Right? All that. Definitely. You gotta secure that to love more. Trillions of kisses from the goddess, the World Bank of Love, and World Bank of Action. Love is action, not just blah blah blah. I'm sick and tired of so many organizations proposing, doing nothing. Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. What I've been doing, although no money to invest, I've invested in my body. Paradoxically, as I'm living the worst financial crisis of my adult life, I'm getting in the fittest. Fittest, strongest, most powerful condition of my adult life. Well, there's something to work out with. I guess so. I don't know if I could pull it out though. It's just there. See if I can pull it out. This is what it is. It's heavy. There's some danger there, see? Gotta check for security. Better gloves. Gotta check for security. It's full of things like that. And dirt. It's a big brick. See? It's full of dirt inside. However, I can work out like this with it. Like this. Another little place for Dragon Gym, see? This is about 40, 50 even pounds. Been in the ground for a few days, weeks, or even months. All the dirt came out, see? Haha, finally. See, this is all the dirt. Can't see that well. That was inside. See? It's dirt. Better place to work out here. See, this is what it is. I'm even gonna go further. Here. It's a brick. It's a big brick. It weighs about more or less 50 pounds. I'll say even more. About 50. It was in the dirt, the ground there. It's about anywhere from, it's a bit less heavy now than it was with the dirt. I added a few pounds, but nonetheless, it's a good workout. For one hand, Found a bun. Don't waste food. You can't eat paper. This gives you some extra calories to survive a few more hours. So I had nothing to eat with this. Go survive. Get some glutes. We fight for a few more hours if I'd be starving now. So I'm pretending that I'm starving. Although I just secured some food. I'll eat this bun. Sorry to the ants. Quite tasty. Half of a bun. Burger bun, probably. Got from over there somewhere. Small bun. Tasty. I realized how fucking useless this 1984 millennial in this life didn't even farm. And this COVID. Oh, kiss. Leaders of the free world need to kiss, wash, and massage the farmers. Canada, US, Mexico, NATO allies, Israel, or world for that matter. I love you. Some more workout. Put some music. Who streets? Dragon streets. Who streets? Dragon streets. Who streets? Dragon streets. Well, that was a good find, a good pit stop. See you, I'll be back. Put to some good use. I'm curious if it's gonna move from there. We'll see, I guess. Had some dirt. At the beginning, had to check. Thinking as I checked, it had some plastic, which could have been a potential danger for sharp. So, always secure, dragon security areas. Be aware of. If you consecrate, dedicate, sanctify a outdoors dragon gym, still always perimeter, secure it, or be aware of what is what. If you use it for training in different terrains where there's more danger, there's XYZ and YZYs. There's another rock there. Just curious how much it weighs. Very light. £7 maybe. Maybe 10 pounds maximum. I'm gonna do a little bit of rap. DRAGON, drop your ass low, motherfucker, yep. Pull it out, do it, whip it hard, whip it motherfucker like satellites in the sky. Wanna nuke 'em, duke 'em, nuke 'em, luke 'em, look 'em loaded, lock and loaded, shoot, shoot, shoot 'em. Do it with my own hands, don't need to pay nobody, I ain't got no money. Anyways, go toe to toe just for the sake of it though. Fist fights, knife fights, bite lights, bright lights, little lights in the midnight with no lights. Lighters on, fighters on, in the zone, boom, boom, boom. A little bit of rap. Little bit of rap, dragon rap, clip, clip, clip. That's a rap and that's a fact. Rap, clip and up. Let me see you dunk. Duck the motherfucking drop it low. Twerk with a W, a K, do it, multiply, that's okay, yep. Put my face up in this spray, yup. Y'all got vices, y'all got lust, so what, huh? Tell the stripper I'm bisexual, I might do fucking with him. Up, turn into a fucking script with him, yep. Ha! Shit, I got a little motherfucking spliff, but I gotta do some push-ups, gotta grab up on my nuts, up in these streets, who's dragging streets up in Dragon Zero, yeah, flying high on nobody, not a zero, and it's I'm wild beast, that's for sure, though, click, clagging on the start count, yep. For my bitches, licks, trillion licks, wherever you want it, toe asshole bitch. I don't flip up on the rock up in the flip the scripts. Yep, Hollywood shit. Nope, I done died and I done came back. So what, bitch? Karma bitter by a motherfucker. Yep, no vengeance. That's what all I know. Turn the other cheek. Not that rabbi Jesus. Keep crucifix out of my face, bitch. Slips on the priestess goddess, bitch. Yes, it was. That's what I said. Trips. Don't rewind. They're gonna repeat it. I'm on some goddess. Wine shit, bitch, priestly motherfucker licking dicks and clits. Same time in the same room up in this bitch. Say what disgusting, yeah, I know this shit. Dragon Zero Army quick, dragging up, they liars and they motherfucking liars. In the NFL, minimum 10% are bisexual, homosexual, just like the rap industry. I wanna admit it. Hard, isn't it? Those L-O-V-E urges are driving us, because we don't understand our nature, driving us towards homicidal and suicidal tendencies. And liars. Fucking liars. I better say goddess. It'd be thundered if I say the name of the goddess who danced with the brother, sun, infinite stars, infinite space of God. Yeah, thunder, die right here. Danced and dances and will dance with her brother, the sun, to make, create, and produce all fruits so we can rap, love, lust, build the concrete jungle. Ready for another rap. Lick. I love to lick pussy, and yes, I love licking dick. Got a passion for dick and for pussy. Got a passion for turning my enemies into dust. Impale them like I'm on some motherfucker dragon beast lust. I don't give a fuck, I don't turn the other cheek. Sevenfold times 7, not 77, may I be avenged. Yep, Adrian Hunter dragon, motherfucking androgynous pansexual, so a motherfucker. You admit it, you done hate it on that big booty chick. That you hating that you ain't got such a big of a dick. Hard to admit some shit, ain't it? Like my friend who worked for the Secret Service, he said, well, I worked for the Secret Service from 1984 till 2020, February. You know what I learned? 36 years, everybody's a goddamn liar. Said 36 years in the Secret Service, you learn everybody's a liar. How? Oh, microphones, satellites that can see what you have in your fridge. I said, what? And it said, change the subject. I don't want to ask. They're liars. They like to suck cock and lick pussy, watch porn. They're liars. Admit it. Why don't you just fucking admit it? Aha. It's a satellites that can see. Satellites that can see in a fridge. So yep. So wow. So I know your fridge is right or empty, dragon, don't worry about it. So well, that's a hell of a thing. So I learned that everybody's a goddamn liar. Liars. Some lies are bigger than others. So you work from 1984 to 2020, 36 years for the Secret Service, and that's all you can tell me, that everybody's a goddamn liar. And then you say some liars are bigger than others. So like the white supremacist who watches, who lusts, interracial homoerotic desires. The Christian who goes to see transsexual prostitutes in the strip club and then saying it's a sin. The Adulterous woman who lies to her husband. The liars on the phone. Man with a good job, good wife. A cocaine habit on the side. Nobody knows. A black power guy. Having the fist. Beating it off. Kim Kardashian hoes. Say what? And we're all goddamn fucking liars. I know Dragon said, I know you're bisexual, androgynous. You watch porn, you like to fantasize being a queen of spades and getting 7 snakes with a black one and cooking a white one. They're all liars. They all liars. I said, but I know one truth about you, Dragon. You ready to go head to toe? Merci les gars. Thank you, merci beaucoup. I said thank you. So I said I wouldn't like knowing we're in that position. I said one thing you said, Dragon, that's not a lie, is that freedom is indeed a double-edged sword. A double-edged sword. And yes, although you got tiny hands, tiny feet, and a tiny clit dick, you can't lift it by your solo. Every your friend knows you. Sister will help. It's not easy ensuring freedom, is it? That was a little bit of rap and a little bit of a conversation that I had with somebody who worked for the Secret Service. And his revelations was that from 1984 to 2020, that comes up with a general summary of what he learned, that everybody's a goddamn liar. With some lying less, more on the gravity scale of hurting others than of deceiving themselves on different scales. I said, wow. That's a goddamn liars. Freedom ain't easy, is it? Secure and ensure freedom. Sexual liberation has not come for individuals and us collectively, Canada, United States of America, North American civilization, Western civilization, or for anybody for that matter. Without tears for me personally, you're not a dragon. Blood and tears. And he said the Secret Service agent I spoke with, whose summary was that everybody's a liar. He said, well, you know, to be honest, I also am bisexual. He said, and only in my 30s, 1989, I came out to my wife. Was open about it. But until then, I was not. From 84 to 89, when I worked those 5 years as a Secret Service agent, I wasn't out in the open. The Berlin Wall. On that same night that I was seeing the Berlin Wall fall down, I was stationed in Berlin. I was stationed in Berlin. (1989). with some more rocks to work out with. Let's see. Few pounds. So when I was stationed in Berlin, right after, in the November 9, 1989, a few days after, 48 hours, said I came out to my wife. I said, I gotta tell you something that I had, and I have secret homoerotic lusts, and I'm bisexual, and I'm telling you, she said that she kind of knew, but she didn't see anything. So that was a hell of an event. So yours truly, gonna make a little bit of a finalizing the rant due to the fact that it's beginning to rain. So again, to the 36-day debacle of the election, yours truly has boycotted and launched the Palo campaign, called, of course, I Love You campaign, which ran parallel, and of course, of which the Palo campaign is ongoing. So the I Love You campaign continues. Tell the leaders of the free world yours truly's message. Drop down and give Dragon Zero 13 push-ups with love and for the sake of world peace. And yours truly here. Gonna end it. And I'm just gonna say I got the 36 noodles bags due to the 36 days symbolic, and of course on the Evergrande news that potential collapse came out Monday. Yesterday was okay news, and today was a little bit of the same. And yours truly, Dragon Zero out, it's starting to rain.